Okay, a very good morning children. Children, in the previous class I was discussing about graph, okay, where I discussed so many things about Cartesian plane, what is x coordinate axis, x axis and y axis taken together is known as your coordinate axis. Then your what about position of a point, how to locate a point in the Cartesian plane. I said every point has two coordinates, namely one is x coordinate, the other is y coordinate, and how to find the coordinates of those points. What is x coordinate, what is y coordinate, what is abscissa and what is ordinate. These are the things which we have discussed in detail. Okay. Now let us discuss something more about graph. Okay. See children, once again I am drawing the Cartesian plane. Look at, suppose this is your Cartesian plane or coordinate plane showing two axes OX and OY. Okay. Now this axis show only positive integers, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. This is y-axis, positive y-axis, this is positive x-axis, okay. So say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. Okay. Now, as I told you in the previous class, if we take a point anywhere in this plane, suppose I will take a point here in the plane, see. Let this point be P, okay. Now, when we locate a point in the Cartesian plane, how to locate? I said you draw perpendicular distance, see. Take the distance of the point from x-axis and take the distance of the point from y-axis. Now this distance, this you can name it n, this is n, you see. This Pn is the distance of point P from x-axis, so it is your what coordinate? It is the x coordinate, and what will be the value? It will be 4 unit. And what will be this distance Pn? It will be your 3 unit, 1, 2, 3, yes. This will be 3 unit, you see. Now that means the coordinates of the point P are, it will be 4 and 3, see. P is at a distance of 4 unit from y-axis, so its x coordinate or abscissa will be 4, and it is at a distance of 3 unit from x-axis, so its y coordinate or ordinate will be 3. Okay, these are the things which we have discussed. That means every point has two coordinates in the Cartesian plane. One is x coordinate, the other is y coordinate. And when we write a point, we always write the x coordinate first, and this is the y coordinate. That means pxy. What is the meaning of pxy? Pxy means P is a point whose coordinates are x and y. X coordinate is say x, y coordinate is say y. Okay. X coordinate is otherwise called abscissa, y coordinate is otherwise known as your ordinate. Okay. Now see children, some more thing. Suppose a point, look at, suppose a point, this is your x-axis. Suppose a point lies on the x-axis. Suppose a point will lie on the x-axis. Then what will be the coordinates of this point? Suppose this point is A. Let us denote it by A. Now look at, the point A is on which axis? It is on x-axis. Now if it is on x-axis and if I ask you, what are the coordinates of A? As it is a point, it will have definitely two coordinates. Okay. So what will be the two coordinates of A, this point A which lies on x-axis? How to find out? Now to find the two coordinates of A which lies on x-axis, what we will see? You see, as it is on x-axis, look at, as the point lies on x-axis, that means it is at no distance or zero distance from x-axis. If a point lies on x-axis, that means its distance from x-axis will be 0. And if its distance from x-axis is 0, then which coordinate is 0? Y coordinate. That means you see, the y coordinate of this point will be 0. Then what about the x coordinate? Now to find the x coordinate, what we will do? We have to see at what distance the point is from y-axis. And clearly look at, this is the distance. This is the distance. That means it is, the point A is at a distance of 2 unit from the which axis? Y-axis. So what will be the x coordinate? X coordinate or abscissa will be 2. Abscissa of A will be 2. So what are the two coordinates of A? It is 2 and 0. The x coordinate is 2 and y coordinate is 0. See children. So what I want to say, that if a point, if any point lies on x-axis, look at, its ordinate or y coordinate will always be 0. Okay. If a point lies on x-axis, its ordinate or y coordinate will always be 0. Now suppose I will take a point here. See, let us take a point, suppose B. Now look at the point B. It is on which axis? It is lying on y-axis. So when a point lies on y-axis, now see, as it is on y-axis, that means it is at no distance from y-axis, it is at 0 distance. So definitely its x-coordinate or abscissa will be what? It will be 0. And what about its y-coordinate or ordinate? Now see, to find the y-coordinate of B, what we have to do? We have to find at what distance the point B is from x-axis. So this is the distance, definitely, as this is the x-axis. This will be the distance of point B from x-axis. That means it is at how much it is? It is at a distance of 5 units. The point, you see, point B is at a distance of 5 units from x-axis. So its y-coordinate, that is ordinate, will be 5. Okay. So the two coordinates of B which lies on y-axis are 0 and 5. That means you see, whenever a point lies, any point, if a point lies anywhere on y-axis, its y-coordinate will, its x-coordinate will be 0, but y-coordinate will not be 0, because y-coordinate we can find its distance from x-axis. Okay. So what we have to remember? We have to remember that if a point lies on what? If a point lies on x-axis, its y-coordinate or ordinate is always 0. Similarly, if a point lies on y-axis, its x-coordinate or abscissa is always 0. Okay. Then what will be the coordinates? If I ask you, suppose a point lies, what are the coordinates of a point? What will be the coordinates of a point which lies on your y-axis? That means we can take it 0. It is of the form 0 and y. See, where you see x coordinate is 0 and y is any real number. You can take y as any number. Okay. So a point lying on y-axis will have x coordinate 0 and the y coordinate can be any number, any real number. Okay. Similarly, if I ask you, see, if a point lies on x-axis, see here, suppose a point lies on x-axis, its which coordinate will be 0? Its y-coordinate will be 0. But what about x-coordinate? The x-coordinate or abscissa will never be 0. It can take any real number. So, suppose it is x. See, so a point lying on x-axis will have coordinates of this form, that is x and 0, where x is any real number and y-coordinate or ordinate is 0. Okay. Similarly, if a point lies on y-axis, its coordinates will be of the form 0 and y, where x-coordinate or abscissa is 0 and y-coordinate or ordinate, it can be any real number, like 0, 5, any number it can. Okay. So this is the concept of ordinate, abscissa, graph. And yes, one more thing. See, look at, this is the origin, as I told you in the first class, where it is the point of intersection. It is the point of intersection of the two coordinate axes, positive. This is positive, OX is positive x-axis, OY is positive y-axis. Now, this is the point of intersection. Okay, this is the point of intersection of the two coordinate axes, namely OX and OY. And this is called this point of intersection is called the what? It is called the origin. Now, if it is the origin, then it will have also some coordinates. So, what will be the coordinates of origin? So, definitely it will be 0 and 0. Why? You can ask me, sir, why? Why the coordinates of origin are 0 and 0? The answer is because the origin, look at, O is lying on both axis, x-axis and y-axis. As the point O lies on both x-axis and y-axis, that means it is at 0 distance from x-axis as well as y-axis, and hence the coordinates of origin must be 0 and 0. That means it is x-coordinate is 0, y-coordinate is also 0. Okay. One more thing I would like to discuss, and in the next class we will discuss construction of graph. Children, see, I said whenever you plot a point in the Cartesian plane, okay, whenever you plot a point in the Cartesian plane or coordinate plane, you will have two coordinates. It will have two coordinates, namely x and y. First we always write the x coordinate and next we write the y coordinate. Okay, a point is written, the first coordinate, first x coordinate is written, then y coordinate is written. Okay, so if I say P 4, 3, what does it mean? It means P is a point whose coordinates are 4 and 3, or whose x coordinate is 4 and y coordinate is 3. Okay, so this point is called an order pair. Order pair, you see, look at children, x and y, you see, this is one pair of values. X coordinate, this is y coordinate of a point. This is one pair known as order pair, you see, order pair, you see. Another order pair, suppose y and x, it is another order pair. Now, let me tell you that do you think that these two order pairs are same? The answer is clearly no. That means the order pair xy is not equal to the order pair yx. Why? You see, the reason is because you see, because here the X coordinate is what? It is x. Here the x coordinate is y. So how? Now the two x coordinates are different. The two x coordinates of the 2 points are different, and similarly the y coordinate. Here the y coordinate of the first point is y. Here the y coordinate of the second point is x, and they are different. So the order pair xy is not same as the order pair yx. Okay. Children, this is the basic concept about graph, how to plot points. Okay, I hope you understood. So to locate any point on the Cartesian plane, you have to find the distance of that point from y-axis and x-axis. Okay, from y-axis what is the distance? That is the x coordinate or abscissa of that point, and from x-axis what is the distance of the point? That is the y coordinate or ordinate of that point. Okay, so then the last part is we will discuss how graph is constructed, how to construct graph. Okay, construction of graph, we will discuss it in a separate class. And for graph, one thing children, before I discuss the construction of graph, I would like to say something about scale. You see children, scale does not mean your ruler. Scale means you will take some depending upon the data given, you have to choose appropriate scale. Without scale, graph is totally meaningless. Okay, graph will never be correct if you do not take the scale properly. So you can ask me, sir, what is scale and how to take scale? Children, if you look at the graph paper, you will find small squares only. Look at the graph paper, you will find small squares. 10 small squares, you see, 10 small squares is equal to 10 small squares. If you count 10 small squares, it will be equal to one big division, BD for big division. One big division is known as your 10 small squares, okay, which is also called one unit. Please remember, one unit is same as one big division, and both are equal to how many small squares? 10 small squares on the graph paper. Okay. So, how scale is taken? Actually, there is no fixed rule to take scale. Okay. In choosing scale, there is no fixed rule. We can choose the scale on our own depending upon the data and depending upon the size of the graph paper. You may use small graph paper, big graph paper. So depending upon the size of the graph paper and depending upon the nature of data given, we have to choose scale. Okay. So there is no definite or fixed rule in choosing scale. So what is that? How scale is generally taken, I will discuss while I will discuss your construction of graph. Just I gave you the idea what is scale. You see, scale is usually taken 1 unit or one big division equal to 10 small squares, etc. Okay. Now, in the next class, we will discuss construction of graph in detail, where I will tell how to take scale. Okay. Because if you do not choose the right scale, the total graph will be wrong. Okay. Graph is never correct without incorrect scale. If you take wrong scale, graph will never be correct. So, how scale is taken and how to construct graph, we shall discuss this thing in another class, so that the chapter introduction to graph will come to an end. It will be completed. I hope whatever I discussed on introduction to graph till late, it is strictly as per class 8 syllabus. Okay, whatever is given. More about graph we will discuss in class 9. Okay, there is a graph also in class 9 and 10. So there it will be discussed in detail. But now at present it is enough. Whatever we discussed regarding the introduction to graph, it is enough. With this idea, if you understood this much, you can easily construct graph without any difficulty. Okay, so how graph is constructed? By taking suitable or appropriate scale, that I shall discuss in another class. Okay, children, I hope whatever I discussed you must have understood. Thank you.